Hello everyone, this is Prisoner Turner Studios, your boy Infinite, Tommy, whatever you want to call me, and today I'm going to be doing my 1000 subscribers Q&A. I'm sorry that it took so long to actually make this. It's a mixture of procrastination and personal stuff, so I just felt as though that getting it done now instead of waiting even longer would be better. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so starting off, we have Mind Turtle who asks, when did you get into Godzilla? I became a fan of Godzilla as long as I can remember, so realistically I'd say anywhere from 1 to 2 years old I got into the franchise. It was a mixture of my dad and sister who had the various movies and toys, and that's what kind of drew me in, because you had Godzilla who had the shape of a dinosaur, and he had the fire-breathing thing of a dragon, which combined both, you get the best of both worlds, and ever since I was drawn. Back to the Crypt asks, how many subscribers did I have back in 2015? But his actual question is, what got me interested in filmmaking? Well, back in 2015, my channel really didn't get much traction. I had about 50 subscribers back when I did Versus Debating, which that's a long story. I'm glad I left that community, but what really got me interested in filmmaking was Godzilla, because that was just kind of my first big exposure to films that were really ambitious. Then when you look at Cinemassacre and there's an Angry Video Game Nerd series, that's also what kind of inspired me. Stephen Parker Jr. asks, what is the plot for Gigantosaurus 2? I can't really say much, because the film is most likely going to be released anywhere from spring to summer of next year. I can't say too much right now, but all I can say is pay attention during the credits of the first movie. And I don't know how many of you guys are following my Instagram pages, but all I have to say is, yeah, we're making a suit for this thing. It's gonna be epic. DJ Nathaniel asks, how many Gigantosaurus movies do you think you will make in the future? Good question. After the second one, I might release a third one. I don't know. It really depends on what the future has in store for me and what I'm going to be able to do. Since I'm going to start college next year, and I'm wrapping up high school this year, there's a lot of things that are going to be happening, and just preparing for the best, you know? Pacific Zilla asks, what's your favorite Sonic game? I'd say Sonic Mania for me, because it really harkens back to the Genesis era games and kind of modernizes them. It adds on to what made the game special, and it truly felt unique to me. I don't think any other game will come close to Mania, or at least not now. I really hope that the people who made the Mania game will come back in the future to make more, but the chances are unknown. Ultra Guy asks, favorite figure you own? That's a really good question. There's just a lot of them that have a lot of nostalgic value to me, like the Trendmasters figures from 98, or the Godzilla Wars line, or Bandai, Imperial. There really is no specified favorite of mine. It really all comes down to which mood I'm in. Sometimes it's like, dang, Jack-specific Godzilla 2014, or Ultimate Godzilla 98, or any of the ones that you can imagine any kid or collector just loving, both for nostalgic and playable value and reasons.
Brayden asks, how often do you contemplate life and our meaningless existence in this vast universe?
Well, this really all comes down to what sort of worldview you have. I myself am religious, so I disagree with that statement that we don't have any meaning, but if you are secular, there are different beliefs that you can have. Like, you can talk about how you could find meaning yourself, or it's just all merely subjective. There is no really truthful answer for this from a non-religious perspective, but how often do I think about life itself? Yeah, I think about it. Sometimes I have deep conversations with my friends regarding it, but really, there's a lot of stuff that goes on, and time goes by relatively quickly, especially when you look at everything as a whole. However, if you count down a minute by each second, you'll realize those 60 seconds are slow when you count them down. And therefore, what I'm trying to say is that you shouldn't be living your life just doing nothing and then having regrets. That you should be making the most of what you have, even if it's very little. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll be sure to make more of these videos. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below, and I'll reply to them. Have a good day. Peace.